It would appear I left my microphone on. I'm still actually trying to get comfy. But how's it going? Hey Tin Sarah, how's it going? Whew. Let's see. Well enough here of coffee and I'm checking on socials. I've just got myself a coffee as well. So I think we just got back to this town. Oops. Check I've got my volumes down. Oops, I've nearly knocked my coffee over. Nah, it's okay though, I didn't actually knock it over. Oops. In fact, actually, let me just move these cables before I do actually knock this coffee over. I'm just turning that, hopefully that wasn't too noisy. Just adjusted the microphone cable, but there we go. So anyway, because he's had to suddenly stop his job working in the mines, now he needs to find new work. He's like, just what is that Earl up to? Lyle, you need to go and give him what for? I certainly will. I'm assuming he will be a sort of last boss. I'm expecting he might not be the last boss. I feel like perhaps King Nole will be the last boss, but maybe he'll be like the second to last boss. This so-called Duke of Mercanta. Oh! Oh, it's you. We were just talking about a reward for you. Oh, it seems that there is a sword in that they've discovered while digging in the mines that's inside the well in town, so they'll give that to me. Lovely. Oops, I didn't mean to actually leave. I was literally just saying yesterday, I think I'm overdue a new weapon, so that's something. He's saying because they were excavating, to have to been digging, like going to such lengths and stuff to be digging such big holes and stuff is not normal. It must be, they must have really been looking for the legendary treasure. going to such lengths. Destil. The village of Destil. Oh, you can't reach the village of Destil without going past the mines? Oh, so while they were digging in the mines, it coincidentally connected up a passageway to there. I guess maybe that will be a new direction. Yes, that sword was not cutting it. It certainly is not. We've been rocking that sword for quite a long time now. Oh, the fact that we discovered that sword, we kept it a secret from the Duke. Well, cheers. Let's go get it. Did we talk to you? Oh, Destil is the village of the dwarfs. So the village chief of the village of Destil, the dwarf village of Destil, sometimes drops by here to buy fish. He's very, very kind. Seems they live in very peacefully, and to think that the Earl would have business with such a place. Oh yeah, because I think it mentioned, somebody else mentioned that the soldiers had all headed off towards the dwarfs area. I think I said that yesterday, I don't remember now. This was the shop. What a huge calamity, but what would cause the Earl to suddenly change like that? Or why did he change suddenly? I don't think he changed though, I think he's just a bit of a dick. Maybe he's but then again, maybe it'll be revealed that he's actually possessed. You know, that did seem to be an in vogue sort of plot line back then, wasn't it? I'll never forget... I'll never forget the fear I felt when I was held captive. When all my life... Oh dear. Yeah, I feel like that was often sort of like a plot line, wasn't it? You know, like an evil king, but then it turns out they were actually being manipulated or controlled by some ancient evil force. So maybe he wasn't though, but it mean his brother in the tower, that wizard that we fought, didn't seem to be too bothered. It seemed like he always thought his younger brother was a bit of a tit. Happens in a lot of games. I think Dragoon has that too. I don't remember the climax of Dragoon. When at our last we played, spoilers if anybody's lurking that's into Dragoon, but I remember the last time I only got up to, well, my friend was playing it, and I remember he got up to the bit where you see the dad, and I was like, oh my god, I totally forgot about this plot line. But the last time I played it, I only got to disc 4, I think, or disc 3. The town with like a canal in it, I think. Just after we'd been on a long boat journey. I really should finish that sometime, or just play it again. I was playing it in Japanese the last time I played it though. I won't ruin it, but the dad thing is like that. Yeah, it was just one of those things that it like came out of nowhere at the end. And because I hadn't played the game for about 15-20 years, I just totally forgot that it was even a thing. You know, because like a lot of other RPGs, I don't really forget the plot twists and stuff. But that one, yeah. The overseas version, I mean, I don't have a good enough memory to compare really, but I mean, there's a couple of things that are different. One of Rose's attacks is a different name and has a bit of oh, they changed the colour as well. Is it Demon's Gate? Is it like some black stuff drops from her? In the Japanese version it's red. Looks very suspicious. So anyway, the tunnel, oh, this is a whole point that I need to do. So, the tunnel that connects back to the town of Mercatar is now open. Now I'll be able to go to Green Pea's shop every day. Oh, it's Greenpeace is the lovely lady bar. Green Pea, I think. Because he's saying that now he's built up so much stress while he was locked away in those holes in the mines, so I guess he needs to go and relieve himself. I mean, he's not saying that exactly, but that's the vibe I'm getting. Interesting. Ha 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 ha, is that the vibe you're getting? Certainly built up a lot of stress in those holes. And it seems that Earl and the Duke, or the Earl of Duke of Earl, have gone off to the dwarf's village. I wonder if they'll be okay. Oh, they don't even have any weapons, so I'm very concerned about them. They must be very peaceful people then. Didn't read the dialogue, but just heard what you said from my phone. Well, you can investigate if you like. There you are. Green Pea Green Pea shop. All that stress. Ooh. Malwarebytes has decided, as always, you know, my laptop's only been open for 6 hours, but Malwarebytes has decided now is the time to inform me about the 60% off. But the thing that I was reading, the reason that I got excited about his comment is I need to go back to Mercantile, whatever you call it. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the well? What the hell is that? Oh, Raijin. Lightning. Some sort of lightning sword. Raijin, like at Final Fantasy VIII's Raijin. The god of thunder. Woohoo! And Fujin. Look at that, snazzy, snazzy. Oh, I like the colour as well. I want to use that. What can I get? Oh. Oh. I can't even see. I want to use my magic. I don't know what it's doing. Ow. Oh, for God's sake, can you stop? I want to see the animation. Nice new sword that nobody will let me use. Doesn't appear to do anything. Because the fire one, you know, had a fire animation. Oh well. It's stronger anyway, that's what's important. So anyway, the reason I was going ooh 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 is a dead end. See, I had a little look at a long play of this game because I was curious how much of the game I've done. And I was just skimming through to get to the bit that I'm up to, and I saw somebody use one of those big trees. Did I go in this house? I did, didn't I? I saw somebody use one of those really big trees and which I've been suspecting is fast travel for the longest time, and it turns out it is fast travel, and it turns out I've missed unlocking it. So I would like to go do that. Wait, where's the tunnel back to Mercator? Who told me about that? No, he did. He did, but I don't know. I don't know where it is though. Maybe it's the dead end that was to the right. We'll have a look. I shall talk on the way. Let's buy another berry and perhaps save the game as well. Don't want to have to do all this again. We shall continue indeed. I shall also just be a second, I'm just going to wash my hands. Right. Ooh. Hi everybody. Hi Dr. Nick. Oh, how are you, Techie Rob? So, I just got a new sword. Don't know if you saw, but I got a new sword. And the thing that I was going to say is I was watching a long play today. I was skimming, well not watching a long play, but I was skimming through to this part of the game because I wanted to see how far in a long play am I. Turns out, I think I'm about 6 hours into a 10-hour long play. But what I did see was in the long play, when I was skipping through, they used the fast travel in the big tree. So that tipped me off to the fact that I've in fact missed it. So then I was like, oh my god, how have I missed fast travel? That's so annoying. And I looked it up, and it turns out it was way back on the other continent, well the other island, well the other part of the island. And now I was getting worried, like, well I've just been on the boat, and there's no way for me to walk back. So I was like, uh-oh, I hope I haven't, like, totally missed it forever. Maybe we'll be able to go back at some point, but maybe it won't be any use by then. But that NPC has just said that the tunnel is open, so that's, oh for fuck's sake, that's where I want to go. I did also see in the long play too, you know, in the forest with the maze, and I said that there was a chest and it would look like I could cut a tree. And I was like, oh, I need to remember to come back here. Well, I saw them do it without cutting the tree, and I was like, oh my god. But all that was in it was one of those, like, secret doll medicine things, so I'm not that arsed, I think. How the chuff do we get up there? There's clearly something there, look. There's something to stand on. These 50s greaser snakes always used to annoy me. 50s greaser snakes. They look very creepy if you mean the enemy. I wish I knew. How do I get up this? Oh, was that it? That was it, wasn't it? Oh my god. The little tunneling worms. There we go. More health, more power. We have got the lightning sword now, but it doesn't appear to actually do anything other than just raw damage. No fancy animation. Oh. Or it just, you know, clips on trees and does absolutely nothing. See, this was sealed before. Hopefully this will be the tunnel back to Mercatar. No, this wasn't sealed before. I've already been through here. Oh, it does an animation on those. Doesn't seem to do a lot of damage though. Maybe, oh, don't tell me there's like elemental weaknesses. I can't be arsed. I hate these mushrooms because, not these ones specifically, but the first ones we encountered, they were really ruining my day. Oh my god. Got rid of him. Oh, there's a, is that not an exit? I think I've already been up there though, haven't I? Is that open? Do chests stay open when you've opened them? I don't remember now. Forever. I must have done this. I think I've done this before. I think I did this yesterday. Or 2 days ago, in fact. Not that though. Yeah, I've already been up there then. I am thinking soon, those mushrooms are real tanks. There's the risk of poison and they look a little inappropriate. Yeah, they do look like just penises, don't they? Ow! Just a bit. But we're not shy from phallic imagery during this challenge. See, this is what I'm talking about. This. These are supposed to be warps, but you have to unlock it. I think there might be a dungeon. I don't know though. But oh, I know where we are. Yes, this was a dead end, wasn't it? Yes, because I went up here. Where was it? Yes, I did this a long time ago, not yesterday, in fact. And this was sealed. Oh, just... What's down there, though? Did I go here? Oh, yes, this is, what's the face's home? Friday. I know where I am now. Well, I'm glad that we can come back. Ooh. I shall have a sip of coffee. Oh dear. You know, this is an old area. I've got like armour and everything. And still, all this nonsense is just beating. Get lost. Don't let the coffee get cold. Oh, it's cold. I made iced coffee. I didn't make that mistake today. I actually prefer iced coffee sometimes, really. Well, not sometimes, most of the time. I'm not 100% sure where to unlock this fast travel. Well, I think I know where to go, kind of, but I don't know the hint. So I want to find the hint first. That's just the kind of weird OCD that I have about RPGs sometimes. Like, I don't want to go somewhere unless I feel like I realistic should know to. And I think it's just that I missed talking to an NPC in the lighthouse town after we did the lighthouse. So we're gonna go back there, see if I can find the actual hint that would let me know how to unlock the fast travel. Don't let it get warm. Inappropriate monsters are always more dangerous. Just ask the penis boss from He was actually one of the easier bosses though. It's just his domain. It's the journey to the penis, not the penis itself. Isn't that a mood? If you've got full power-ups, which you never have, he's a doddle. The real penis was the friends we made along the way. I don't really remember making any friends along the way though. Only pain and a few fish. Yeah, I guess update on yesterday as well. From what I gathered from the news today, it seems like, I don't know, I don't think the damage has been quite so bad. One of my co-workers also has family up that way, and she said that she called this morning and they're fine. So hopefully it's not really as severe, but you never know when you're when it's just happened. So I didn't want to downplay in case it was quite serious. But I think, touch wood, I mean, I did see a news article before in the morning, I think. It did say one person was actually killed. One person by the quake itself, but I don't know about... But then sometimes with these things it takes a while for you know, people who are missing to be confirmed as missing and things like that, so... I don't need to save, really. No. Also, I did see in the long play that I totally missed a whole sequence in this. You know when I was talking about the guy who's like supposedly bad? Hang on a moment. The guy that stole the solar stone, you could actually see him. I saw it in the long play as I was skimming through trying to find what I'd missed with the fast travel. They had him in a house and they were like confronting him and said that he did it for like 6 gold, and he was like, I didn't know that the whatever guy was bad. Nobody's saying anything about anything. Nobody seems to be giving any sort of indication of some mysterious tree. Because I need to go to a tree, I think. A really big tree. But nobody seems to have given me a tip-off as to... why. Oh, not that bitch with her friend with a bloody pot. She can shut up. It took me... Oh, well, I can't remember if it took me ages, but it was just annoying. And then I only got 1 epoxy gold. Nobody's got any different dialogue, I don't think. I mean, I can just go, but it bothers me because, like, you know, if I hadn't looked at the long... Whoops! It doesn't bother me as much as that, but it bothers me because if I hadn't noticed the long play, I never would have probably unlocked this fast travel. A pot, is it getting cold? No, but the hints are getting cold now. Don't you miss her, Sigourney? Oh! Wait a tick. I'm so like absent-minded. You know, that's trolly though, because we had our exchange here. Why would I know there's a? I mean, he probably said that there's a reward, but I thought the reward was just the smiles of the children. You know what I mean? Thanks. Off-camera reward. Wow, that was still a worthy trip. I've had horrible hay fever all day as well. It's such a mood. Or maybe this dog will tell me something. No, he still just loves the song. By the way, who... I guess I could find out, but I have a really random clip now of my channel. I think it was Techie Rob actually. I don't remember now. I guess it's appropriate. I did notice someone clipped just me looking at this dog or something, and it was like, you know, oh, I love the smell of salt, so that's why I live here. And I'm just like, I'm not sure what we meant about that. Is it like me being really salty? Fresh salt. Just a little 10-second clip of that dog. With no context. That one wasn't me. Somebody did it. Oh! Bang, bang, bang on the door. It's yes, 21. Thank you. Hello, the Irish Island. I did see that one. You're playing Ni no Kuni, yes? You're getting to Spoilervilles with that now. I'm gonna have to stop watching. I'll have to raid and run in future because I don't want to see spoilers because I've never finished it myself. Double Irish sausage raid, oh my. I love the smell of salt, that's why we live here, the moon community. But yeah, thank you for the... sorry, coughing in your face. Thank you for the raid, or in your ear, metaphorical face. Welcome, we're back on Landstalker and I'm kind of confused. I mean, I could just go to the tree, but it just feels cheap to go straight to the place without any sort of rhyme or oh, hello. Oh, whatever. No, he's just bitching that I didn't take him with me. And I shan't be doing it now either. Angel, hello. How well do you remember this game, Angel? I've just been saying that I saw a long play. And I realised that I've totally missed unlocking fast travel. And I've just made my way back into town. And I thought I saw that someone here gave a hint when I was looking at the long play just to see how far I was in the game. But nobody seems to be mentioning anything about it. I know where to go though, I think. I go inside this big tree. But like, how would you know to even do this? It is St. Paddy's Day today, hence the Irish sausages. I did see something about that in Discord. Tree warps, and yes, oops, that's the thing. But I don't really understand, do you know what I mean? It bothers me sometimes when I know that we need to go to point C, but I want to know how we got there. Oh, thank you for the bits. Hello, Sliding Sloot. Hope you are canny. I am. I just got horrible hay fever. You have to excuse me if I keep sniffing down the microphone. Oh, it's here. Look, this giant tree. But, like, who told me to come here? Oh, it's a Trent. Oops. Thank you for the cheer 10. Oh, he's in pain. Please help me. Something has gone inside my stomach and is causing a ruckus and it hurts. Please do something. Okay. But I feel like there should have been a hint. I must impress upon you the joy of the Roland Rat picture disc, by the way. Chair 10, thank you. Thanks for the 10 chairs. Oh. I actually could do with some chairs. Because the chair that I'm sitting on the floor with no legs is just garbage. Oh. Rat fans. Rat fans. I never really saw Roland Rat. I just am aware of him from TV shows. How many RPGs have the trope where you have to go inside a big tree? Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Golden Sun. I guess Ocarina of Time. I guess we could argue that this one did it first out of all of those. Maybe not Final Fantasy Mystic Quest though. Oh, that's unpleasant frame rate. Woo. Oh, I thought that was actually a different level. I'm confused what would have been the other way. 20 gold, was that what was hurting him? Am I supposed to... Is that it? Maybe just come up here and push the switch? That was it? And then go back down? I had a look at the sequel to this, Landstalker, on YouTube earlier. Just this morning, I was wondering how it kind of looked. I have played the first like minute of it, I think, when I booted it up. Before I had any grasp of Japanese. I remember messing around on it. But looking at it, I have to say, when it's done well, Super Nintendo is really good musically. But just the brief little bit that I saw of Landstalker, I was just like, God, this music's really kind of like dull. It's got no oomph. Really, it's got the really kind of flat, boring Super Nintendo instruments. I wonder if it's a case of the... I wonder who composed it, and I wonder if it was unfamiliar, maybe. If they were unfamiliar. I'm getting unfamiliar with the layout of this dungeon as well. I don't know which way to go exactly. Did I come up here? Oh god, it's confusing. How did I get in? Where am I now? Oh! More gold. A statue of Gaia. And a dead frame rate. This is just really poor decision making. Are we not reaching? Oh my god. What is going on? Why can't I kill it? Talk about where is your hitbox? Oh. Wow. That was some quality. Oh, this dungeon is just dreadful. when a frame rate gets this bad, you just gotta think like, you could have playtested this surely and made a decision. Oh, we won't do this many enemies on screen. Oh. Is this a timer then? Guess so. Ow. Oh my god. Okay. Why does this feel like a race? To get to something. Oh! This is just nonsense. You? Oh. Oh, the pain is gone. This is great. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much. Thank you. So all across the island are my children, my sons, and two of them, they link together and correspond to each other. If you find both of them, then you'll be able to move between them. I will tell my sons about you. Please use them as you please. There we go, I guess that's the fast travel unlocked. Good stuff. Oh, I didn't realise it was that high up. How will I know if I've already been to 2 though? Are they automatic? The ones that I've been to? Where does this take me? How would you ever remember them? Like, where am I now? Well, by the music, I guess I'm... The music... Has the music just changed for the whole game now? For everywhere? Because... This is the beginning, isn't it? But this wasn't the music when I was here. Yeah, we're back here. I don't want to be here. Although, maybe I'll stay at the inn and buy some supplies. Where's the inn? Why in this game is a pot an inn? Oh, that's the map, I don't want that. I want to save the game, now that I've unlocked the fast travel. What is that little guy? I can't even read that. What's he holding up? Looks tiny. Is that from a game? I'm not sure where to go now. I think that was everything, wasn't it? I've unlocked the fast travel. I guess we can just fast travel back. So... Oh! Hello there, Mr. CJ. Thank you for the raid. Let me give you sit up and actually give you a shout out. What were you playing? In retro. I'm playing Landstalker. Hello, hello. What were you playing today? I'm trying to remember now. Playing Mario 3 and some Andstream stuff. How are you? I'm good, how are you? I think the last time I was in yours, you were playing Illusion of Time. I think that was quite a while ago now, though. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to work my way through all these games. Thank you again for the raid. I've just finally unlocked fast travel, and I'm trying to think about where I want to go next. This game has sort of been going on for a long time, and I keep putting it off and playing other things instead. So I've been trying to force myself through it this week. It's very good though. I want to go back to the first fast travel. How's Landstalker? Is it a long game? I think it's not too long, but I'm not using a guide and I don't know the game, but I've never played it before, so it is taking me a little bit longer probably than other people. And then I'm not playing it in English either, which slows things down a bit. Oh, for God's sake. I think what I want to do is get back to the place where we were before, where that tunnel was, and try and get to the next town. Supposedly a town of dwarves. It's not that long. The long play that I was looking at, because I like sometimes to have a little look at long plays. Literally going out for a run, have a lovely stream. Well, thank you for the raid, I appreciate that a lot. But no, I get it. You do, like, I'm usually going to bed when I finish, so. 2030 max, the first playthrough of no him. That seems fair. I think, I don't even know. How long have I been doing this? Let's save and see. I think I'm on about 20 hours. I do leave it idle sometimes though. But the long play I saw was 10 hours, but I usually, you know, long plays I usually double the time. Prefer Landstalker over any Zelda game. Let's just hit the reset. Where is that? Some of the dungeons have taken me. I keep getting lost, is my problem. So it's been, even if I prefer, oh I love Alundra, that's one of my favourites. 20 hours, there we go. Mighty young for Twitch, and your dial-up is mighty fierce. Your camera's been frozen this whole time. What, you mean my picture? Alundra was made by a large part of the Landstalker team. Yeah, I heard it was ex-Climax people that did Matrix. Kid in the chair. The kid in the chair is me. I can't remember where the tunnel was now. How did I get back here? I think it was this way. Quite the cutie, thank you. I was, yes. Don't know about now. You sound a lot older. I'm not a lot older, I'm just a bit older. Although, I am quite a bit older now. Thank you for the follow. This way. Oh my god. I have to say I do find the combat with this rather wonky. That's just me though. Thank you for the follow as well. Happy inadequate coda. I don't know whether to do like a really long stream of this tomorrow and see if we can get it finished or not, because I do still want to get back to Lemmings. I'm really enjoying Lemmings. I was like watching this really long documentary in the bath earlier about Lemmings. It's so interesting how it was like made from the simplest thing. Better than ease? What's better than ease? Nothing is better than ease. What, the combat is better than ease? I have to disagree. No. Ease is fun. I like ease's combat. It's very easy going. You can drink a cup of coffee while you're doing it. Researching the Pro Lemming strats. I was just looking how it was made. It was like not even, it was like just some little sprite work someone did, and then somebody else was like, oh, you could probably make a game out of that. Running into things like bumper cars. Yeah, but there's a knack to it. And it's very unique. I'm gonna have to get a throat sweep. My throat is just feeling so dry today. It's like spring has come and we must suffer. Ease bump combat is my jam. Add all the lawnmower. Exactly. I love Ease. It's one of my favourites. And the only person thinks those worms look like Pittis greases. I'm gonna Google this because I kind of like, I embarrassingly kind of just did that thing. I was like, oh yeah, I don't know what you said though. What is a 50s greaser? Or do you mean the hairstyle, like as in grease? Is the word? Oh, I getcha. Let me load them up again. I get you now. I thought you were like referring to some sort of object called a greaser. Where is it? Yeah. He does look a bit T-birdy, doesn't he? Oh, for... I like the game not being half on it, just poking fun. No, it's fair enough. And it's also, even if you didn't, you know, variety is wonderful. But you'd be wrong, because it's good. Old Ease combat is certainly extremely goofy. Fun or not, yeah. It's an acquired taste, I think, and some people never acquire it. I actually... oh my god. These unicorns, I swear, they're always just like, get back on the other screen. Oh, for God's sake! Can't get through! Stop it! There's actually one Ease game on the Mega Drive, Ease 3. And loads of people don't like Ease 3, but I actually really do. Mind Repair? Everybody says Ease 3 is like the Zelda 2. It's like the black sheep, the Zelda 2 of the franchise. I don't think so. I actually have probably played Ease 3 the most, I think, out of all of them now. I played it on the PC Engine, I played it on the Mega Drive. I think I played a bit of the SNES one, but I had a dodgy copy and it crashed. Well, fluent is a big word. If you want someone who's... Excuse me, my cough sweet. If you want someone who's really fluent in Japanese and does lots of... I don't do this. This is just me playing this game, but... You do not even want to know what I nearly mistyped. We have the lovely Barley Map in chat right now, who live translates Japanese games, lots of obscure Japanese games, but I did accidentally nearly, because I was saying Japanese in my mind, I did nearly put a slur and change that B for a J, which would be an interesting Twitter name. I nearly hit the enter key as well. I don't even know if that person exists, but yeah, if you're interested in niche Japanese gaming, then I suggest you follow Barley Bat right now. Or don't, you know. People are free to do what they want. I'm gonna go to the town and save though. I'm just playing games for my own benefit. I'm not very good at live translating, so don't expect a lot. But Barley Bab actually makes like a streaming thing out of that, so it's definitely worth a watch. I mean, shortening is... It is, you know, and people will try and pretend it's not. It is. I'm not gonna, you know, leave the room in a tantrum about it, but don't try and bullshit me that it's not a slur, because it is. Just try and avoid it, I think is the best way. I've just exited the game, for fuck's sake. I keep doing this, because I'm trying to just leave, and I'm pressing right to, like, leave the conversation and walk out the door, but I keep accidentally choosing, do you want to continue the game now? E3 slaps, but took me playing Falgana to appreciate it, I think. Getting invested in the remix characters, worlds and music made me keen to replay the original. See, I didn't play Falgana for quite a while after I played the original. Live and learn. Well, that's the thing though, you know, as long as you learned, then it doesn't matter. We've all said it when we're younger and things like that. But it's not something that I would make a habit of using. I don't know why I'm walking around now. What was I doing? I was going to buy some stuff. I think a lot of people generally don't. Yeah, people don't. But then some people will argue through their teeth. It's just because they don't want to... They feel uncomfortable, so then they have to try and say, well, actually, no, you're wrong and it's not. And that's why I'm okay. Pretty common shorthand online in the early 2000s when talking about games and stuff. It's an adjustment. I think it was normal, a short British Brit. Yeah. I think as well though, when it comes to sometimes language, you know, if enough people say that something is offensive, you have to just take their word for it. You know, if they're the ones being offended, then who are you to argue? Whereas Brits, I think, is more of a... We use it a lot in our language because it's English. Brit pride and all that, or whatever, I guess. I don't need to save. I'm rambling, and I don't know what I was actually going to do. I was going to go to the village of the dwarves. Wherever that is. And I assume it's... They've been hinting that it's back in the mine. I must have heard talk of ease and was compelled to pop in. Hello. Hello there. How are you? Did you mention liking ease before? I think you did, right? I know you like Valis. Summoned by the ease. You were summoned by Valis originally, which is definitely a win. How many people are summoned by Valis? Oh my god. Just get... I can't even hit you without, like, bumping into your hitbox. I'm going back to town. No, I'm not. This is garbage. Originally found playthrough back. Yeah, I'm going back to town. I'm going back to town. Just stop. I want to say that this lightning sword is doing less damage to them. Actually, maybe I'll just run. Good game, but that is clearly yeah, the game is there's a lot of spunk and spirit in this game that I love, but then sometimes it's just a little bit wonky. I'm really invested in the series as a whole now though, so I think I might have to play Landstalker at some point. Whether I do it live, I don't know, but I definitely need to give Landstalker a go, and I also finally get that, what is it? Dark Savior that's been on my shelf for the longest time. I don't know where this exit... I don't know where I'm going exactly. The guys, they said that... Where would the dwarves be? They said it's through the mine. I'm sure they said it's through the mine, but like, I don't remember there being any dead-end doors. I mean, it's played Dark Savior. I've only put it on. I put it on for a couple of minutes, like to test it worked. But I was always aware that it was sort of a spiritual successor to this, so I have to play them in order. I'll have to watch Landstalker. It's meant to be quite brief, and none of the translation products made it off the start. Is it still not translated? I thought it was by now. It is the weirdest games don't get translations, and the weirdest ones do. Like, the mind boggles, like, why the hell Tengai Makyo hasn't been translated yet? Like, why? That series desperately needs translating. And yet they translate, like, what, Cardcaptor Sakura, PS1, random niche game. Even though it has tons of dialogue, I guess it's just easier to do. How are you all today? I'm pretty good. I'm suffering from hay fever today, though. It's pretty bad. Thought Aeon Genesis translated it ages ago, the more you know. They dumped the script. Yeah, you can... The problem with... The thing with, like, dumped scripts, though, as well, is... Because I've seen one, because I very foolishly thought, oh, I might do a retranslation of Secret of Mana, just for fun. And I got a ROM dump script of that, and... There's no rhyme or reason when it's dumped like that in text. Like, the lines don't correspond to each other sometimes. Like, the corresponding line might be on another page. It's really annoying. You need to play through the game at the same time to make sense of a lot of it. Oh. It's wild that Tengai Maki hasn't been translated. Guess you'd have to hack subtitles into the movies though, which seems tricky. Well, Ease 4 though. Ease 4 did it. Ease 4. I'm always tempted to play the fan translation of Ease 4 because I've only played Ease 4 in Japanese, and I'd like to kind of play the fan translation one because I'm just so utterly impressed with the production value of that. They really did a great job. I mean, I don't know about the quality of the translation, I assume it's good, but just the whole shebang. It is so incredible what they did. It sounds so authentic as well. Am I going the right way? This is the room with the pot, and I'm gonna have to go up the thing again. I have no idea where I'm going. I slept ages today, I'm feeling well, but I haven't gone outdoors, whether it's allergies or not. Cough's nasty. Well, Japan has just decided it's officially spring this week. It's gone from being like a few degrees Celsius to like 20. And all the bugs are back and the pollen is in the air. Do you know each other, Aldebaran and Sloop, or just from recently Twitch stuff? Because that would be a coincidence. Oh shit, this is the it's that. Sounds like the American Midwest. Blizzard one day, short weather the next. I think you raided Al into my stream. They've been in a few times. Oh, that's nice. I probably did. I didn't raid you this Sunday. I felt like I broke a tradition. I felt like a little part of me died that day. But it was somebody's 1 year anniversary stream, so I thought it would be really rude not to. I started watching Sloop due to your raid. Sloop's a goodie. Give her a shout out as well. Oh! Sloop is a command. More than just a stream. Hollow Knight? What? I didn't know you were doing that. Fair enough, your viewers need a break from my abjection. Oh dear. Am I really... Does anybody even know? Am I going the right way? I don't think I am. I don't know where this exit is going to be. Just somebody... I'm sure somebody in town mentioned that the only way to get to the dwarves' village is through the mines. Well, from the mines. These are the mines. Maybe I misread it. Oh. When did I last set? I might just reset. Ugh. And talk to the people in the town again. Because I'm not convinced about this. Although, did I do this? It doesn't look very familiar. Start playing Hollow Knight, good at dying. I haven't played Hollow Knight yet. I hear it's very good. I need to, but all I've been playing is retro. Oh my god, all this crap. I can't even with these. But yeah, I'm going to have to play Ys 3 at some point, and I'm kind of wondering whether to just play Ys 1 and 2 on the Master System first. Because I have been very... Can you just let me in this room? This is infuriating. Don't censor me. Oh my god. I think I have been here though. Oh. These two. Oh, maybe it is just. Yeah, maybe you're right then. Well, because I could play. Because I was thinking to add the Master System games to my challenge. Well, not add two, but as a separate challenge anyway. So I thought maybe I should play Ys 1 before I play Ys 3. I've never played the Master System version of Ys as well, and I kind of have played so many versions of it now. I mean, I played the PSP remake, I played the PC Engine one. I guess I haven't played that many actually, just two. That was a bit overhyped. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm pressing reset. I don't know where we're going, but that was a dead end. Remember the Master System one being good. On YouTube there seems to be a lot of... I think it's because it was the only big English release of it, like, that was probably affordable to people, but I feel like a lot of the nostalgia for Ys comes from the Master System version. Oh, I've got to buy all my crap again now. It's like 9 at the time. Did you have a Master System then? I never actually owned one, I just had a converter. No, my cousin had one. My best friend had one. We didn't have many games for it. I don't remember what he had. I think I just remember he had Batman Returns. Batman Returns and Streets of Rage 1, I think. Somebody had Streets of Rage on the Master System. It's a very weird version. His mum got it out of a charity shop. They're weird. They're so funny looking, aren't they? With all the buttons on the front. It's early Thursday here in the Midwest of the US, so I've got a busy day today and Friday, but no, I don't work weekends. Oh, are you in the US? I don't know why I just had you down as in Europe or the UK, or, well, UK is Europe, but... I'm as sure... Oh, Runit's Kaiser's here. Hello. I'm as sure as I can be that there isn't a translation for Landstalker. The project has been abandoned, but it's been in limbo. I think you're right though, because I do remember, like, whenever I've looked at Landstalker, there's not been an English one. And I think it's one of those, it's like Romancing Saga, is it? Has Romancing Saga got a real proper... I think it only recently got a full English translation. So I think it's one of those where, like... I think because too many people sniff around it and touch it and mess with it, everybody kind of like, nobody does it because they all think, oh, someone else is doing it, or like, oh, I don't want to start it because somebody else will do it, and it just ends up like becoming this like thing that nobody ever does. Because I think, you know, translators, they want to do something that's going to be popular and successful, and then I think when they see games that people have like dipped in already, it's not so much hype, like yet another attempt to translate Romancing Saga. I'm glad they finally did that though. I played Romancing Saga off the Japanese Wii Virtual Console store a couple of years back. That was a slog of a game. It's got really janky font as well, which I think is what made translating it really difficult, because it used this very weird text box, even in Japanese, because it kind of drew in the kanji. Right, let's find the person who's talking about where the hell I need to go. Somebody mentioned the village of the dwarves. I don't know where I'm going. Not you. No. No. Oh, there we go. See, I'm not misreading this, right? The village of Destil. You can only be reached from that mine. Well, where? That's all I'm getting that. And while they were digging at the mine, they coincidentally opened up a pathway that connects to it. Maybe it's not in... Oh, maybe I've walked past it then. Maybe it's not in the mine, maybe it's next to the mine. That's all I'm getting from that. Don't think they were ever available until after I learned Japanese. Some of the SNES Dragon Quests took really long to get translated too. Yeah. People prioritize the weirdest stuff. Can you believe, like, what was it? Like Magic Knight Ray-Earth, that was a really early one to get fans translated on the Super Nintendo, and it's like... I think anime is just powerful though. If something's an anime, I think it's more likely to get done. Because I feel like that fandom has a lot of people willing to do it. Sailor Moon, yeah. Because, like I said, I was watching Isaka Cosplay, who streams on Twitch, and he's an Austrian streamer, but speaks English. And he was playing the Card Captor Sakura PlayStation 1 game. Let me just kill this, my brain can't while this thing is... It's like, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's more like just a text adventure, Card Captor Sakura. It's totally not like a big release, it's not really that important of a game. And it just follows the story of the anime very strictly. And then, but it's like, that's got a full English translation, and I'm just like, why? Tenchi something, Tenchi Muyo. Oh, I watched that a little bit. It used to be on Cartoon Network in the UK. After Dragon Ball and Gundam Wing. Dragon Ball Z. Plays like a tactics RPG. Oh! Tenchi Muyo. I bought some Dragon Quest for Super Famicom recently in Japanese just to try. Oh, do you know what though? Thing with Dragon Quest, because one of my friends... Wait a second, so this is the mine, look. Is there another exit? I'm lost. But yeah, one of my friends, she's Japanese and she... what's that? I will finish the sentence. She absolutely adores the Dragon Quest series and she's recently been starting to learn to speak English, which I think is amazing. And she, you know, she knows that I learned a lot of Japanese from playing games, and she was like, "Oh, is there a games that you recommend?" And then I was thinking like, "Oh yeah, Dragon Quest," and she's like, "Oh yeah, I could play Dragon Quest on like the iPhone in English." But then I suddenly remembered Dragon Quest, and I was like, "Oh, actually, don't play Dragon Quest in English because you won't understand any of it because it's all written in like a Scottish accent and ye olde English and Russian accents and all sorts, because they really went a whole number on the localization of that." So I was just like, good God, don't play Dragon Quest, you won't understand a word of it. Oh, this is it. I think this was closed before. But yeah, Dragon Quest is not a good one for study, for English speakers. Because in Japanese it's pretty straightforward, it's not even like ye olde Japanese either, it's very normal language. I actually didn't really like it, this is just my own personal taste, but I don't mind writing out a Scottish accent. I think that adds flavour, because it's not so much you're writing out an accent, but it's actual vocabulary. But I really don't like when RPGs and stuff write out actual accents. Like, there's an area in Dragon Quest IV, I think, that's supposed to be sort of Russian-y, so everybody's all like using English spelling like it's Russian. I just find it's tedious to read, trying to work out what it is, whereas like, you know, some of the regions that sound like they're Scottish, it's not so much an accent, it's just using Scottish, like, you know, like Sliding Sloops in chat and she'll say like, you canny or whatever, you know, it's just that's accent, that's a regional word, a dialect even, rather than just phonetically spelling out an accent, which I think is obnoxious. I forgot now, but I think the Funvision still share a lobby with the same war points. Don't know. Reminds me of how I'm trying to translate Ocarina of Time and the Deku Tree speaks in ye olde Japanese. You're trying to translate Ocarina of Time? Are you able to pass the trees now? What trees? Oh, cutting them down? No. But I found the fast travel, if that's what you mean. I've played Ocarina of Time. I've played quite a few Zeldas in Japanese now, because I had to, because I bought a Wii and it wasn't region free. So I had to get used to it. And my 3DS is not region free as well. So I had to play Twilight Princess in Japanese and Skyward Sword. Thank you for the follow, Aaron. Using it for practice. If you want a good game for practice, Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni is a fantastic game to practice Japanese. Because it has furigana for a start, and it's not like ridiculously complicated. As much as I played of it anyway. The only thing that's tricky is, what's his name? Drippy, is it in English? Shizuku. It speaks with a thick Osaka accent, which can be a bit tricky when you're trying to learn. But generally, just Nintendo in general are always the way to go, because they use a lot of furigana. These retro games are a bit more annoying sometimes. Me too, have been getting into Dragon Quest recently, got 6 on the SNES. I've never played past, I've played Dragon Quest 1, 2, 4. He speaks with a strong Welsh accent in the localization. Yeah, and that was a good choice. I think that was a really neat addition. I'm really glad that they did that. It brings the same flavour, I think. Oh shit. What have I done? Oh my god, what? That was probably not a good idea. don't mind Ocarina throwing in kanji. I find Google Translate actually has the option to draw kanji and it helps shut it out. Cross check usually elsewhere. It makes sense. I just think when you're very early on, I mean I don't know what you are specifically, just the royal you, not you in particular, but when you're first starting to learn and stuff, the kanji can be just a huge tedium barrier. Later on though, it's the best way to sort of get into reading, but when you're first trying to start reading I mean, this is before this technology now, you know, of like camera phones and stuff, but like, I mean, I had certain advantages, but I used to have to sit drawing shit into my DS. I had a dictionary on my DS that let you draw kanji in. I remember playing like games back in the mid 2000s, like Dissidia. I remember I bought Dissidia when that came out, and I was like drawing shit into my DS. It was agony. I played Dragon Quest 3 maybe as a child on SNES, but it's been a long time since playing it. Souvenir shop for Kelcat Waterfall. I'm guessing we found the village of the dwarves then, but I've just accidentally walked into it. I guess I should get some more of these as well. I like to keep a full bag of those poison things. At some point I should probably max out buying these doll thingies, but yeah, I'm still waiting for the next time we're able to buy. Is this truly a dead end? Oh, there's a thing as well. I keep missing these. 300. I'll buy it. Is this truly a dead end? Google thinks it means eagle. Well, I mean it can do. Also just means old git. It's something that everyone has to grind away at slowly. No. Do you want to know the true secret? Like when you're learning, this is just my take on it anyway, but learning kanji, there's no secret, there's no trick, there's no knack. It's just, it takes ages, get over it. That's it. I just saved you loads of money. Don't buy books that promise that you'll master it in like a month. You won't. This amazing method that uses pictograms that'll get you to remember it with mimetic stories and sing songs. No. At least not me anyway. Not anybody I know. You just need to read. That's it. Use any method you like and it'll still take a long time, yeah. And also, you never finish. That's the thing. And sometimes you just have to remember what things mean and not how to say them. You just remember like, oh, that means waterfall. And I know how to say it on its own, but if it's next to something else, I don't know anymore. But I guess it's something to do with water. This is weird. It's been years in the making, learning progress, yeah. It's comforting, let's remember. I think people should speak about it more openly. I think there's a whole negative... It's not... Well, it comes off as positive, but I think it has a negative effect. I think YouTube scams people into believing that they're failing because they're not doing as well as YouTube puts out. Like all the people on YouTube, oh, I mastered Japanese language in 1 year. No, you didn't. You didn't. You just didn't. I don't believe it. If you did, then you were very rich and you didn't have to have a full-time job, and that you just lived, ate, slept Japanese and did nothing else for the year. You know what I mean? Some of us like have to do other things. Toxic positivity. Yeah, it is though, but it's just like not so subtle brags. And it's clickbait. I could be better than I am though, because I'm very lazy. But it's oh, that was an attack. But I think it does, it makes you feel bad because you feel like, oh, why am I not doing so well? Why am I not moving? I mean, I guess it's a status effect, but is it paralyze? I don't even remember which one is anti... Oh. Is the anti-paralyze the one called anti-paralyze, right? I don't have any. Shit. Do we just stick around now? One of these probably... Oh, I don't remember. One of them's probably like a panacea, right? Landstalker item. I could look at the manual, but I can't be bothered. What have we got? See, anti-paralyze cures paralysis. Oh, restoration. This restore cures both of them. I guess I should go buy some anti-paralyze, because this is going to be a real mood. I'm gonna die soon. Could be shooting for consistency and studying, but then my excuse is life gets in the way. See, I was studying and then I started streaming on Twitch. Whoops! And I stopped studying, and I haven't done any studying at all ever since. And I keep promising myself I will. I'm going to come home from work and I'm going to study some more before I go live, and then I just take a nap instead. This is still study. It's not. It's not study. I'm barely paying attention to half of what I'm reading. It's not studying. Because I'm not taking the time, because I'm live and I'm self-conscious, I'm not taking the time to dig deep when I don't understand something. I'm just like, I get the gist, it's fine. Ow. Whereas how I used to play games before Twitch is I would often like look at the official English script while I was playing and compare or something, and if I didn't know something I'd like Google it and look it up and have a whole deep dive about something. Oh, I'm on autopilot. Been using Japanese a long time, I still wonder which reading a kanji compound takes. But yeah, I just think you see all those videos that are just like, oh, this is how I did it, these are the books, this is how I passed the JLPT in 3 months. It just makes you feel like shit. That's what I'm doing because the Ocarina cutscenes are so fast. Had to YouTube both. Oh, it's a good practice though, because also it depends if you're interested in translation. It helps you to see how professionals do it. And I always think as well that there's a whole learning curve with language. I think you start out, when you first start, this is just my opinion though, like don't take it to heart if you're in a certain place, but I always think when you first start learning the language, you get very snobby and think that everybody's wrong and all the translators are like missing things out and leaving stuff and changing things and ruining things, and they're not doing a literal translation and it's awful. And then I think once you've really got used to the language and clock quite a few years with it, you start to see the beauty and the art in what actual professional translators very often do. Case in point, like I just said with Ni no Kuni, with the whole localization into making drippy Welsh. You could argue that it's lost something. I think it's added something, personally. It's gave people a same sort of emotional experience, which is what the point is. So, but yeah, those are some real hot topics on the internet about things like that. Because I just recently, last year, played through Xenogears, and I read through the English translation while I played it. And it was good. It was really good. There were mistakes, but it was generally, like, for the time that game came out, I was very impressed. Meanwhile, the same year, I think the Grand Stream Saga I played was garbage. Ooh, really poor quality. And this is the village of Dastel. I think people are too busy to tear down translations and localizations these days, and nobody ever appreciates a good one. Is that, what the hell is that? I think I found his naughty book. He's like, oh shit, don't touch that book. Yes, what the hell is this? I didn't even, like, I was just like, what? Oh my god, he's like, please don't tell anybody about this book. Just keep it as a secret, okay? I want to say no. I want to say no, but I want to know. I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Oh my god. He's like, well, in that case, I'll have to prepare myself. Goddess, please save me. Oh no. What happens if I said yes? Thank you. As thanks, I'll show you what, my friends. What the fuck have I found? Are we like looking at the book? Is this what's happening? It's like, how was it? It's a wonderful book, right? But everybody else wouldn't be able to appreciate it, so please keep it a secret. He's giving you service. He's just letting us look at his porn stash, apparently. Well, that was a pleasant twist. Was that in the original? Does anybody know? Like Techie Rob, do you remember that? I can't get over that. I agree with the Welsh Nino Kuni. I watched the Welsh streamer talk through some of it. Maybe I did. That's Yas21. He was here earlier. We'll give him another shout out. He raided me today. He's a Welsh streamer, actually streaming Nino Kuni and reading it in authentic Welsh. He was literally playing it today. I'm gonna save the game and have a sip of my coffee. I feel like no, I didn't miss anything then. Is that book gonna be back now? Because I kind of want to look at it again. Authentic Welsh. The only kind, right? Angel, you would know. Is this in the English one, this naughty book? We just looked at it and had a good time. I would assume this would not have made it into the English localization. Or it would have been changed. Does it heal you? Oh, no. It doesn't, sadly. So deep in this well is an ancient cave, but it's very dangerous, and the village chief put a lid on it. I guess we'll be going in there later. I guess we can save. Not save, sleep the night. Also, he's got a chest next to him. Can I open that? Do you think? Oh! Oh! He moved! No, move again! Oh. Go on, move again. Move, move. Yes. See? Pays to just push people around. There can't be much left of this game because I feel like we've been to every town that's visible now. There must just be... That's probably a castle. Oh, he's got berries as well. Oh, it's Mario, isn't it? Mario, even. How's the Landstalking going? Super Mario is 100% the type of Chinese bootlegger. He looks like him as well, so I think he's bootleg Mario. But hey Don, how's it going? It's been going quite good, actually. I've been playing it like every day this week. I have a question for you, I'll show you in a second if you're still around. But let me just read this a second. It's like... Fancy meeting you here again. I think he was on about, did I get a good haul? But yeah, we went to the church and we found the priest's naughty book. And I'm curious about how that went down in the English version. I wondered if you would remember. I can show you right here. He's got a naughty book. And he's like, oh, don't look at that book, but... If we give it to him, he's like, please don't tell anybody, and if you say that you will keep it a secret, he allows you to look inside the book, and we get this very exciting moment. Superb Mario. Oh my god, this like tickly throat won't go away. But yeah, that's it. I'm just wondering. Missed the naughty part somehow, but see the pic in front. Yeah, it's just a swimsuit cover without the head. But yeah, don't I feel like it's intentional that he's called Mario? Because don't you think he looks like a bootleg Mario? I don't know. Yeah, if you just change the clothes. I have to look it up and see if it's in the Western version, as I really do not remember that section, and I expect to. The Forbidden Book and the trippy pink visuals are in the English. It's blank, though, and just says it's generically forbidden. Boo. Let's get that. You can always rely on Doan to know those sorts of details. So I think the other village was saying that they sell flowers. I was a bit confused because there's no kanji, but yeah, I guess it is. She's a bit unhappy because the soldiers have kind of crushed the flowers. Just what do they want here? But you know, butts, MA13 butts. I just believed it was a magic book or something. There's one in Secret of Mana as well, isn't there? I don't know, I'm just gonna move on my cushion. There's like a demon book, I think, and every so often with RNG, it eventually opens on a rude page. We didn't do anything wrong. Even though we didn't do anything wrong, those damn humans are so sneaky. Well, I'm an elf, so... Yeah, you said it, brother. Those big soldiers, lots of them came here and they've all Trash my house. I think we've covered that side of town now. I do think I've done this all in reverse though, because I accidentally fell off the top of the cliff at the very start of arriving in this area. Wait, there's 2 shops that sell hearts here? 600? See, it's getting real pricey now. That looks suspicious, but I guess not. Oh, some horrible soldiers like wringing my neck and saying you don't have any jewels in your house, do you? I don't have anything except flowers. It's an odd take for dwarfs in this, isn't it? You know, usually they're all like hi-ho, aren't they? With the mines and the pickaxes. Seems like these just... and they build weapons. Seems like in this game they don't do anything, they're just peaceful and sell flowers. The more I hear the song, the more I realise the soundtrack really is just... I said this the other day. He said he's come to live here away from humans. But I was saying, like, it's not a slander against the composer, but I feel like I said, like, as a joke in a message, I think it was a Barley Bow. I was saying, like, he probably got 2 jobs that year, Landstalker and Shining Force 2, and was just like, RPGs, publish. You know, I don't think he thought about making them specifically different from each other. They're good music, but yeah, you can just swap them out. Because the reason I noticed it, I haven't played Shining Force much, but like Barley Bap sent me a song from Shining Force 2 and was like, oh, this song is so amazing. I was listening to it, and I was like, it is really amazing, but you could chuck it in Landstalker and I wouldn't know. I would just assume it was part of Landstalker. If you didn't tell me it was Shining Force 2, I would go, oh, is that Landstalker? Because I'm more familiar with Landstalker. But it's all the same instruments and stuff, but it's more than just the same instruments. It's very sort of same, it's the sort of same sort of fantasy jingle. Shining Force 2 and Landstalker is quite similar in aesthetic. Yeah, I mean, how much I mean, it's probably no different than just why does Lord of the Rings sound like The Witcher or something like that, do you know what I mean? There's just a certain fantasy sound, isn't there? Has a style, it works well, but it's getting difficult to discern between them. He has done other stuff though, I think, didn't he? Actually, no, he didn't seem to do a whole great deal. Cheerful, bright colour the furries. Ever since the mines connected the roads to this town, lots of humans have come. However, it's the first time for me to see such rude bastards. That's it, I can't trust humans anymore. They just suddenly come over here and cause a ruckus. And stood in our flower fields. And if it was just jewels that they wanted, if they just said that from the start, I would have given it to them. Hmm? What happened to the jewel? Someone called the Duke or something, one of the humans called the Duke or something, took it and was happy with that and left. I wonder if something such as that could have been useful. As for us, we prefer flowers over boys. Weirdly, I think the soundtrack is closest to Shining Force 1, which is odd because the composer is different. I would have given that this is ex-Shining devs. They gave him the 1 soundtrack as a point of reference. Town's theme feels very Shining Force 1, and the first world map theme sounds just like that game too. Whoops. I mean, the other part of it too is that they all use the same, ignoring composers, they all use the same sound driver. Which is why, to me, despite, you know, which is why, Empire of Steel and Glaylands sound the same to me. Because they're the same composer, but also the same sound driver. One section does sound very Shining Force 2 as well. I'm looking forward to playing the Shining Force games now that we've been talking about them recently. I have to say. How do I get in there? Did I go in there? And I think I will just bumble through them in Japanese, and if it's boring, it's boring, but I want to look at it formats, because I've never played it before, and it's kind of just this big name series that I've never dived into. And I'm going to have to play 3 in Japanese anyway, because that's what I own. Shining Force is quite brief. I think first playthrough was 8 hours. I get worried with Shining Force though, because is it like Fire Emblem where, you know, you can, or like Langrissa where you can like bugger up your gameplay if you don't level up or fail too much or something. Is the text box sound the same for both games? Shining Force is very friendly. How about 2? Because Fire Emblem is just stress-inducing to like not make mistakes on. Like, oh my god, someone died. The first 2 games. Exit battles and retain experience. Oh! Well, that sounds fun. Way more lenient than Fire Emblem Langrissa. How much Langrissa have you played, by the way, Doan? Have you only played the first one? I think those text boxes started live in Shining in the Darkness. Yeah, there's a lot of Shining in the Darkness because that's made by Camelot, isn't it? And it's kind of like gone all the way up to even their Golden Sun games. They still use the same sort of like text and font. It's really weird. There's no permadeath. Shining Force 2 is the same as 1. Well, not too tough. I keep hearing the name Shining Force spoken about recently, but I'm unfamiliar. Oh, you don't know Shining Force? I mean, I've never played really any of them, but it's always been this franchise that I've always been aware of. I always wanted to play it when I was a kid. I want this ring. Oh, there we go. I very, very, very nearly got a Shining Force game. I almost got the Game Boy Advance one. Was it the Resurrection of the Dark Dragon? I remember asking my dad for it in an airport. I think we've been on holiday, and I was like, please can I have that for the plane ride? But instead, I think it was either too expensive or I just changed my mind. This is clearly something. How do I get, maybe from over there? Ah. So I very nearly got it, but in the end I got Boktai instead. I don't know if that was, I never played a lot of Boktai as well. Do you remember that? I feel like it's a game that nobody remembers. Was it Game Boy Color? So maybe it wasn't Game Boy Advance then. Maybe that was why the Game Boy Advance game was too expensive. Was there a Shining Force Game Boy Color game? Mars Stone. I don't understand the difference between these stones. Because that was a very brief upgrade. I assume this is better. It's quite expensive in parts, but some is just odd. Expansive. took 20 years for the full translation of discs 2 and 3 Shining Force 3 to appear in the West. Now if only someone would make a fully stable Saturn emulator. Are you a big Shining Force fan then, Angel? You should stream something like that sometime. I think it'd be really chill. Don't like the GBA Shining Force, the artist. Yeah, I've heard it's very divisive. But yeah, I ended up getting Boktai. The sun is in your hand. Did anybody else play that? I always remember when you press start, I was like, Boktai, the sun is in your hand. And I remember not being able to play it because I live in the UK and the sun is very much not in your hand. I used to play it in front of a lamp as well at night time and it didn't work because I did a lot of my gaming after the sun had gone down. So Boktai was just like miserable. You didn't need the solar power, but it definitely was a better game with it. Grew up on Shining games to the point 2 is probably in my top 3 games. What are the other top 3? The other top 2 rather. I got a Sega Saturn and Flash got here. Might try patch Shining Force 3 and Grandia and give them a whirl. Grandia. I have Grandia on the Saturn. It's on my shelf behind me. I've only booted it up to check if it works though. I played the PlayStation one though. Right. I don't know where I am. Because I just fell down that cliff and I've just been lost ever since. I don't know how I got there. Am I back? What the hell? What? The Earl is just like chilling on a raft. Oh, it's Lyle. You're still alive. You're lucky. Yeah, what are your other 2 favourite games? I had a video game blackout part of my life where I missed out. It was mostly due to school and work and being dumb about needing to grow up. I very briefly did, but on the whole, never really. I think in university I stopped gaming a little bit, but not much. I've always kind of kept it up. Patching might be the tough part. The Saturn patches Windows only and doesn't play nice with wine. Glad I did. Oh yeah, me too. I love games. It's just like a lifeline for me. It's just pure escapism. Just get into a game like this and just forget like everything. Chidanda. So while you're stamping your feet, I'll have plenty of time to get the final jewel. Like having a tantrum. Ha 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 ha. Goodbye. Struggle to be a morning person. Should have woken up earlier. Need to get going already. Oh, well, don't worry. Duke McCanta being a troll again. I'm always one step ahead of you. Ha ha ha. Lovely chatting with everyone. I do have a lovely chat, I have to say. Bit of a brag, but people are awesome. Go on, Friday, stab him. Yeah, why don't you just fly over there? That animation. See ya. I love how he's just sitting on a chair as well and just like, bye-bye. Yeah, he's just being sassy and like, while you're... Wait, though, because... Where was I supposed to come from? From here, maybe? I'm really annoyed because I really want to find the place I was before I fell. I feel like I've seen that out of the wrong events. Like, we were supposed to meet him before we went to the village of the dwarves. I think, was it here? No, not here. Because I was at the top of some giant cliff and I just fell all the way down into the back end of the dwarves village. What is this place? Oh my gosh. What's that over there? That must be the... Oh. Oh look! The Earl! Oh, maybe this is the correct way to go. This bit can be confusing. Yeah, I've done it. I feel like I've done it out of sequence, but I don't know. How is it, Lyle? The view from there is wonderful, isn't it? Why don't you jump down from there? Can you hear me? Ha ha ha, goodbye. Are you leaving now, Aldebaran? Thanks for stopping in. It's always nice when you do. Have a lovely day. I'm probably only going to be going another 45 minutes or so anyway. Imagine a dude rolls up with his posse on synchronized rafts to bully you. Where did his chair go? That's what I want to know. I love that he was just sitting on a fucking throne, chilling. See ya. Well, maybe I'm not supposed to go that way then. That was just for a little cutscene. Supposed to be, and everyone also. I think we all know, don't worry, you're good. Nigel can totally jump that, but I don't think he can swim. He should learn how to swim. I feel like it's a huge disadvantage as a treasure hunter being unable to swim. Right, so I've been here. He is a Landstalker. We should be a sea swimmer. He needs to level up. Broaden his horizons. Right. So, I guess it's this way? I don't know. Whew. This looks like another dead end. How did I get here? How do I get out? They never explain why this game is called Landstalker. It bothers me. I assume it was just saying what it does on the tin. You know what I mean? Like, he's bopping along on the land a lot. And, you know, it's made in Japan. Don't expect them to have the best grasp on English, especially in the 90s. Sea Stalker, like a pirate. I mean, what's a Lady Stalker? I feel like that's a bit of a misfire of a title. Lady Stalker. Followed by a swift jail time. Dark Savior. Is Dark Savior called Dark Savior? Lady Stalker is called Lady Stalker because the main character was called Lady. Land is therefore confirmed to be Lyle's second name. His first name is Nigel. Lady Bumper isn't much better. No, Lady Stalker is called Lady Stalker because it's about stalking ladies. Has anybody played it and confirmed it's not? Nigel Land. Yes, Dark Savior. So is Dark Savior called Dark Savior everywhere? Let me just check. Is my copy actually called Dark Savior? I've just got... Because I only talk about it on Twitch, so... I bought it and I don't even remember now. No, it's called Dark... Saber? I think. me just pull it off the shelf. Oh no, it is Savior. They just can't pronounce it. Dark Saber. But it does say in English as well, Savior. They just can't actually phonetically spell that out. Wait, is it not Lyle? No, his name is Lyle in the Japanese version, but in the English version he's called Nigel. Because, you know, Nigel is a far more adventurous name than Lyle. What a loser Lyle would be. But Nigel, whew. Dark Savior has an explanation, but it doesn't make sense because Dark Savior's plot makes no sense. Well, I know nothing about Dark Savior, so hopefully I'm going to keep it that way. Until I do eventually play it. Don't spoil it, please, or at least flag that you're spoiling it if you're going to talk about it. Because I don't want to know. Nigel Thornberry was the greatest adventurer, not Lyle then. Oh, so if you want to go to the temple, sorry, there's no more rafts left. So if you want to go to the temple, you'll have to go to through the underground cavern below the village of Destel. I'm not going to be able to unhear his voice as Lyle's now. Timestalkers is also called Climax Landers. So maybe they do like the word land. Is it called Climax Landers? Or Climax Stalkers? Climax Landers. I remember it's got a totally different name in English, hasn't it? I mean in Japanese. I need to pick up a copy of that at some point before it gets crazy expensive. I haven't seen it in the shop though, which concerns me. It's an ancient cave and it's very, very dangerous. Great. Right, so well I guess we're going there. So now we need to go to the village of the dwarves. But I also need to be right back. I need a toilet break and I need to get some more... Well, I don't know if I should have any more coffee, but regardless, I'm going to be back in 2 or 3 minutes. I'm also going to run some pre-rolls. Not run pre-rolls, run some ads to get rid of pre-rolls. I shall be back. Hello. Thank you for the shy hi. Let's blow my nose. But yeah, because I always take my phone with me when I go and be right back, so I was reading chat. It's weird. The story is unfinished. Now I really do want to play it. How is the like dialogue in Dark Savior? Does it auto scroll, or do the text boxes like move when you press the button? Because that would be a make or break to whether I streamed it or not, honestly. Because otherwise I would probably just play it in private, where I can like get a let's play on YouTube of like the Japanese version so I can pause it at will. Because I only have like OG hardware for Sega Saturn, so I can't do any sneaky tricks to pause things. I forgot, I don't think it auto scrolls, because that's what turns me off so much about Alundra. Because Alundra, the text boxes move without you pressing a button, and it drives me crazy. I tried to stream that once and I was just like, oh my god, no. But I might still do Alundra, because honestly, I know the story of Alundra anyway, so even if I miss a few bits, I guess who cares? Translating auto-scrolling text is horrific. It's just miserable. It's just fucking miserable. You can't, because you want to look something in the dictionary. So it's not even just translating. Like I'm not planning. I'm not especially planning to translate everything anyway. But just reading it for my own benefit, it stresses me out because I don't want to miss the story. I've never played Dark Savior, so like if I wasn't live streaming, I would actually pull up a Japanese playthrough of it to check the text, because that's what I did with the Yakuza series. I was playing the Yakuza series in Japanese, and sometimes the language can be very slangy, so I would follow it along with a YouTube Let's Play where I could kind of pause the cutscenes and see the subtitles and check something in the dictionary. Because you know, some of those cutscenes are about 10 minutes long. You can't just you can't stop the game because it skips the cutscene. So, back to a previous conversation as well. One of my all-time favorite games series to, if you want a challenge though, well, not a challenge isn't the right word, but if you just want to play something serious and not like baby's first like Japanese RPG or whatever, but the Tales of series is fantastic for language learning, in my opinion, because none of it ever auto scrolls. Tales never auto scrolls, and even the modern Tales of games, I don't know about Arise, but up to Zestiria at least, you can pause cutscenes and still see the subtitles. You can pause all cutscenes, including the animated FMVs, and still see the subtitles. They're so good for that. So you can just always go at your own pace, your own leisure. There's no rush. You can get your dictionary out. It's really nice. The only things that can be tricky is the skits. You can't pause the skits, but the skits are usually shitty anyway. Who cares? You're not missing a lot of story. But you can also, with the skits, actually that's not true, because with the skits you can go into a menu and rewatch them anytime you want to, because they usually have a library full of the skits. I guess we're going to the Dwarf Village then, but I don't know how I got here. I really don't know how I got here. Yeah, I can't recommend the Tales series enough for if you want to be getting very serious with your Japanese though. The only problem with the Tales series is I think like if you're just starting, it's gonna overwhelm you. Try something simpler, because those games like they go on and on and on and on sometimes. It depends on which one. Like Tales of Phantasia is very light and easygoing because it's an old game, so it doesn't have tons of text boxes. Full of voice story, dialogue skippable at your own pace. I've learned loads from Tales, PS2 Tales. I have a little JP, but it's mostly technical. I doubt I've got the reading ability of a 5-year-old. Fun theories, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, the Tales of series is I think Tales of Exilia is the first fully gigantic RPG that I finished in Japanese. I was very excited to play through that. I bought it when it first came out over here. And then I played Tales of Exilia 2 and I loved that. I pre-ordered Tales of Exilia 2. Because I remember seeing Exilia 1 in the shop. I guess that's where we're going, but I honestly don't know how I got here. I'm so annoyed. Like, how do I leave? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to leave to get back to the rest of the world. And I'm bothered that I've missed some livestocks. Maybe it was this way. Maybe there's a way back up the waterfall? Tales of Abyss was one of my first. I haven't played that one, and that's the popular one. Or maybe it's over there. Yes, maybe it's that way. Mixed bag, but I like a lot of the Tales games. I think the Tales games get a bad rep. And all the critics, you know, IGN, whatever, don't even bother. Don't bother. Because they don't care for the genre. Although Zestiria did get a fairly reasonable review. Exilia seemed to be a bit of a comeback. I don't think many of them are great, but they're nice comfort food RPGs, yeah. I mean, I like her. I think the thing with the Tales games is you have to finish them to make a verdict. I think you've done all the Tales, that's the big dungeon that the Duke went into, that's the path to it. Ooh. Because a lot of the Tales games, I think they always start out quite generic, and then they usually, I'm not going to go into huge spoilers, but the ones that I've played to the end, usually after about the halfway mark, do something really dramatic and out the left field that I didn't see coming. It's happened a few times. Tales of Exilia was one of them. I really thought I was getting somewhere with that game, and then it just pulled the rug out from under me, and there was this whole more game. I was like, whoa. No, this is just the dwarf's town. I'm confused how to get... I know where I need to go next, but I want to know how to get out of this area. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is it. This is it. This is what I've missed. What's this? Oh, do we have to drop... Oh, there's a thing. Wait, have I already been here? Late game plot twist in the third act staple, yeah. But I really like that about it, especially the one in Tales of Exilia. It was very cool. I consider myself very well, what's the word? Very well read in RPGs, very well played in RPGs. And Tales of Exilia, I was like, okay then, right, wow. Didn't see that coming. I mean, you wouldn't, because it's actually kind of outrageous and ridiculous, but it didn't feel stupid. Oh, this is not. Landstalker, why? I can't fight you here. Right, was this where I came in? Okay, what's this? I just want to get my bearings back with the game. I think this is the tunnel. Okay, right, I know where I am now. So I came down here, and then I fell off a waterfall. Left House Destiny, but I don't think we are talking about the same series. We are, I think. Tales of Destiny is part of the Tales of series. It's just very old. Which one? The one on the PlayStation 1? That's the second one in the whole series. I think. No bearings, only Zool. I'm glad somebody else says that every so often. I can like do degrees of separation with this as well. I can really run with that comment. Today I've been watching Finding Dory, and it was really surprising me. I was watching it at work. Shh. Well, the kids were watching it, and I was just being a lame teacher and watching it as well. But I was watching Finding Dory, and I was being really... I've never seen it before, and I was being very pleasantly surprised by how good it actually is. And the reason why I'm linking this is it just made me chuckle that the Marine Centre or whatever is like got something to do with Sigourney Weaver. And it's like, Sigourney Weaver says... I told you it was a reach. Bravely Default really went to town with the plot switches. I've not played Bravely Default yet. It's on my list to do. I have an English copy of Bravely Default. I got it for Christmas one year. I asked my parents to get it me. One year when I was coming back to visit, when I only had one 3DS, but now I have a Japanese 3DS XL, so I was kind of thinking to just get Bravely Default again so I can enjoy it in glorious HD. What is this? You think that there'd be something here, but there isn't? No. Anyway. So please don't tell me any spoilers because I do want to play. I'm very allergic to spoilers. If you ever want me to play a game, don't spoil it for me because it just instantly turns me off. When I know what's going to happen, I lose interest. I just lose the drive and the incentive to play when I know what's going to happen. Unless it's something very old like Phantasy Star 2. I knew a lot of the twists in Phantasy Star 2 and it didn't turn me off. I still wanted to play. The BD leveling system made the whole thing quite playable. It's one where you need to steer clear of spoilers. Good. I will do. I should give that a go. But I so rarely play. They need to do a HD version. Did they do a HD one? Princess is in another castle. So this is still not. This is where I fell off, isn't it? I fell off here. No. That's the exit. Oh, so this is where I fell off. It really wasn't that big of a deal. I think it was here. I fell all the way down. Yeah. Okay. Right, well that's everything. We can go to the Dwarf's Village now. Mystery solved. But there's another game that I want to play. I don't think I'll stream it though, I think I'll just play it by myself. It's on PS4. It came out in English, it was called The Alliance Alive. I tried to play some of that. It graphically looked a lot like Bravely Default. It's on the DS, the 3DS as well. I bought it for the 3DS originally. But then they announced the PS4 thing and I got that instead. I kind of should get some more. How much are these? Oh, what the fuck? I'm not paying 200 for that. Ugh. Rip off. Although if I get paralyzed, I might be in trouble. Oh my god, what the hell is that? Death? Let's just go to the... Like, oh, I can't attack. This is bullshit. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Get off. Where's that man with the porno book? Cure me. Guess this one. Curse? I guess I'm cursed. I don't know. 50 gold? I kept your secret. Well, let's save anyway. And we'll continue my journey. Guess we can just hop on in the thing now. I'm gonna stay at the inn before we go. If this is a whole dungeon though, I might not bother. I assume it's just a passageway. Did you actually answer, by the way, Runit's Kaiser, if you're still around, about Tales of Destiny? Because I'm pretty sure that is the same series. Unless there's another Tales of Destiny I don't know of. Because there's a Tales of Destiny 2 as well. Well, there's two Tales of Destiny 2s. There's the American Tales of Destiny 2, which is just Tales of Eternia renamed, and then there's an actual Tales of Destiny 2. Wait, how do I get... Oh, sometimes I can hear the voices of really gross voices of monsters coming out of the hole from the cave. It's really scary. Well, it seems Mario has gone down into the hole once he heard about the ancient cave down there. Mario that was staying in the inn. Seems there might be some ancient ruins down there. Hopefully he won't lose his life. So he once investigated the cave below there. It's a horrible place, but someone of his age wouldn't be able to reach deep in there now. Let's go back to Bravely Default. It seemed really nice. I was kind of out of gaming at the time and never really done it. I just have a real problem with portable gaming. I just can't be arsed with it because I just don't really want to sit in my living room like squatting over a DS. I'd much rather play on the TV. The only time that I do portable gaming, I used to do it in bed before I go to sleep. And then it became like, I should read. So I started reading in bed instead of playing games. I was playing Wild Arms in bed. And now I do Twitch. So like once I've finished twitching, I just go straight to bed. I don't have time to play like a DS game. This is garbage. This is the boo-boo pit, isn't it? When you've made a mistake. Oh my god, they will fuck you up. Lord. Don't fall down there. But yeah, now I just hop straight into bed, so... I don't know when I would play portable games, because it's not like I could even stream them. Should make me play them more. I wonder whether to go back to town quickly. I like lying down in bed or on the sofa to play portable games, or actually when I'm traveling. See, when I'm traveling, I would too, but I rarely travel anymore. I don't have a long enough commute anywhere. Like my route to work is like 30-40 minutes, but it involves changing subways. So there's not a lot of time to focus. I'm usually just briefly look at Barleybap's Twitch or YouTube. It's like, oh shit. I'm usually only on the subway for like 20 minutes at the most. Oh my god! That's so poor. I bet the cat sits on my portable systems though. Same with books. This is just getting old. Oh my god, oh, Lyle, you just need to go in the bin. Do you know what? I don't have time, I don't think, to do this. This seems like it's going to be a whole experience of a dungeon, isn't it? I think I'm going to go back, I'm going to save, and we'll have a run of mercs. See if I can get a little bit better with it before I go to bed. We'll have 30 minutes on mercs, or we could do 30 minutes of lemmings. I could go either way. Maybe mercs would be a bit easier to just chuck on and chuck off. Dungeon took me longer than the final one. Oh, well, in that case, I'll leave it until tomorrow. I think we could do it tomorrow. It's Friday night tomorrow, so I could have a proper crack at it. I've done more good progress. I'm getting through this Landstalker now. I think I'm on a bit of a roll. After putting it off for ages. What have I done? Another town? Another area? 30 minutes of Chiaki time. Let's go. I quite enjoy mercs, I have to say. I am excited to like kind of give it another little go. The original one. Do I want to continue my adventure? No. No, I don't.